see. I got a special guest, Baker Mayfield, to me right here. And we are going to go over a few games. Sorry we didn't have the Lions Den last week. We were busy. They moved games. Things changed. But we're ready to go this week. We're going to go over a few highlights from last week that we had. We're going to talk through it. We're going to go over the Snore game because everybody said that they're going to win district. That's that. And now we beat them. So.
All right, I can't see. 16-yard gain. This is a couple weeks ago now. Pretty.
That's pretty, yeah.
Pretty on the pull. Pretty started off going because CB didn't get going real early in this game. They were pretty physical.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody was up for this game. Both towns,
It's a big
all
run
the
by
kids.
CV right here.
Oh yeah, there he
It's hard
goes.
to get him. Once he gets right there at that level, past right at the linebackers,
Yeah.
if you don't get a hold of him,
Good luck.
yeah, he's gonna drag you all the way.
Good luck. What we got next?
This was a great game.
It really was. And there weren't many turnovers. Like, it was just a solid game. Everybody wanting to win. It's my first experience into the I-10 rivalry. It was fun. I'm glad it's over, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Is that pretty again?
Yeah, it looked like pretty running.
Yeah. I filmed for a while after the plays on this one.
Yes, they did.
62-yard touchdown run. I'm going to assume that is Christian Villarreal.
Yep.
Trying to come up with a nickname for this guy. I thought about the Crockett County Cruise Missile.
Yeah. I thought when you said it, I was like, okay, I was good with it.
But, you know, he's got the fox tattoo.
Yeah.
And maybe he's just
I
Christian
am
the
gonna
Fox.
give him
I
a
don't
fox sticker
know. No?
for his helmet.
Was that him again?
That's him again. Yes.
He ended up with, what, 410 in this game?
410 yards rushing. I think 6 touchdowns.
Just another day at the office for Christian Villarreal.
And this week we got Forsan. We're going to Forsan. I think we're 3-0 so far in the last 3 years against them, 2 years, something like that. I can't
Okay.
remember. But it's probably going to be a good game. We're playing in Forsan, so everybody get out there, bring your jackets. It's probably going to be cold.
There's a trunk or treat before 5:30 to 6:30. He let me know. He said all our people can come too.
Awesome. Yeah, my wife made fun of me this morning because I took every cold gear thing. I hate cold weather. And I took everything that I have. I've got long johns, I've got sweaters, I've got it all. And last time I took all this, we were playing Colorado City against Colorado City and didn't get cold. Or maybe just the long johns did its
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was pretty
I've been in a cold game in a while. I took stuff round one the last 2 years, but I ended up taking it off.
Yeah.
It got hot, so.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to do a lot of yelling, jumping around and stuff. We usually get pretty warm.
Depends on the wind.
Yeah. But they are, was Forsan 3 or 5?
3 and 5.
3 and
They
5.
got one district loss. So, like we told the kids, they're going to be pushing hard. If they win this game, still got one district loss. We've got one district loss. Sonora's got one district loss. They beat Cristobal last week, so that keeps them in the race. So
Yeah.
we're going to get their A game.
So we got Cristobal and Forsan and Cristobal next week. So should be good football in the next 2 weeks, you know.
Mhm.
And then we'll figure out how playoffs go from there.
Yep.
But you can bet the boys are up to it. It doesn't matter who we're playing; they are going to try to dominate every down, offense, defense. They're going to do as much as they could. One kid, I was impressed with Christian, you know, in Sonora, and then against Colorado City, the game kind of ended because of lightning delay.
Mhm.
But we were winning 58-18.
Mhm.
It's kind of the Lord saying, "Hold off just a second there,
Yeah.
because it's going to be worse."
Christian had what, 380 and a half?
380 yards. But he is on track. He's still trying to beat that record.
If he goes wild and gets 450 in each game, he needs 288 in round one.
And then he will own
And then 288 breaks the record.
and it's a record that's been for 73 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be great. Offense is doing great. Defense is doing great. You know, one person that always impresses me on defense is JP Garza.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll do plays and you'll see some guy going up the middle and then he just meets a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And JP, he's usually a for sure tackler.
He's a fixer.
Yeah.
He's going to fix where we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to fix where anybody else is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to make it right. and he is an asset.
Yeah. And, and Preddy on offense, a lot of people don't see Preddy, but the things that he does, he lines everybody up. He knows where everybody's going. He reads the ball well, There's times you'll see him pull it and he goes, and he gets some yards and stuff. So he does a lot good. He reads the secondary pretty well and stuff like that. And I'm real impressed with our kids this year. They've bought into the process. They're going through it. The weight room, we're just getting stronger and stronger. And you notice the kids now. If you look at them, they're a lot different than they were last year. Like even I was looking at some of the kids in off season. They don't play football. Like Rory, got some muscles right there. I seen them. I was like, dang, Rory. I think he runs cross country.
Yeah.
So it's good to see our kids doing that. It's good to see our kids. You can see like their mentality is a lot different than it was last year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of difference going on there. And last night, junior high put it to them. 8th grade, 44-0.
Yeah, got a little get back after the Colorado City game.
Yeah.
Got a little get back after the 7th grade game. So just waiting on the 7th graders to grow. They'll get there. They'll
Our
get there.
7th graders are small, and you can tell they're young, super young kids.
Yeah.
So they'll get up there and start getting better. But tonight we're playing at Forsan. Everybody get out there. So our crowds have been traveling really well.
The Sonora game was insane.
Yes.
I meant to look and see what the stadium holds. Let's just say it holds 2,000. There were probably 3,000 people there, and most of them were on our side. Along the grass.
Oh yeah.
All the way to the concession stand.
And my wife, when she was getting in, she said the line was all the way down the road.
Oh yeah, they locked the gate, wouldn't let anybody in.
Yeah, so I feel like tonight our fans are going to travel well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when we play at a different place, the home teams are surprised because how much our crowd travels.
Yeah, it's just
sometimes we have more fans than they do when we're playing away.
Just a home game outside of town.
Yep. So I feel like everybody, it's great to see our crowd because when we see everybody, we're like, pregame, we're like, golly, there's a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's going to be a good game, and it's always cold in Forsan. Every year we play, it's chilly. Even when I used to broadcast, golly, me and Ruben be up there freezing in that little bitty box.
Mm-hmm.
Now this year it's going to be me and Matt freezing up there in that little bitty box. But it's worth it to see these kids play and stuff. When you're coaching, you don't think about it. You're just out there going with the game and stuff. Then after the game, you're kind of like, oh my God, it's kind of chilly out here. But yeah, everybody go out to Forsan. Come watch the kids play. I know these crowds are going to get bigger and bigger as Christian gets closer and closer to that record. They're just going to be more and more people coming to see that and stuff.
If he gets to where he's going to break it, I'm going to try to get Kenneth Hall's family out and let them witness it and get some pictures.
That'd be so cool. Yeah.
Before we go further, I've got a fun fact this week that I think we need to talk about because we were called out. I'm not going to say where. Everybody knows where once I talk about it, but I'm going to talk about taking a knee during injury. Okay? So everyone nowadays thinks that's a respect thing. You take a knee out of respect for the injured kid. In actuality, it has absolutely nothing to do with respect. Do you know when that started?
No.
I played football in the late 90s in high school. My senior season was 1998. Nobody took knees when somebody was hurt. It started around that time in Little League. Started in soccer. When you got 4 and 5-year-olds and somebody goes down and gets hurt, there's no trainer. The coaches have to go check on them. Well, you got 4 and 5-year-olds running everywhere. So they start corralling them over here. Take a knee, stay still, get out of the way. That group of folks grew up, moved through, became parents. They just thought that was the way it was supposed to be. Somewhere along the way that turned into a respect thing. It's not a respect thing. There's actually studies that have been done on if you're in the heat of battle and you're just grinding constantly like our kids do, and you suddenly stop and take a knee, you can not only cramp up, you can start pulling things, you can tear things. Like it's not really a good idea to stop what you're doing and take a knee. I'm not going to tell a kid not to if that's what he feels he needs to do. At the same time, most of these injuries are a cramp or they got the wind knocked out of them. Now, if it's a big-time injury, last year we had a kid against us that we knocked out of the game. Like, we tackled him, he was out 6-8 minutes. Move everybody away, you can take a knee, say a prayer, whatever you want to do. We ended up calling that game early. Like, that was legit. But if it's a 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, there's no reason that someone has to take a knee. That has nothing to do with respect. Perception is that it's respect, but it is not anything to do. It is stay out of the way, let us take care of this kid. And if you notice, anytime there's an injured kid from our team or their team, I go over there to check on the kid too, because we genuinely care about the other kids. We don't
Yeah.
want somebody hurt. I want to go make sure they're good. But we have kids that I don't want to also be back out there for our kids 2 minutes later because they got a cramp or they tore a muscle or whatever else. So, fun fact of the day is that taking a knee has nothing to do with respect.
It's just to corral kids.
Correct.
Yeah, especially in cold weather.
Mhm.
They take a knee and stuff. I've seen people just cramp up for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, I didn't know that. When I was younger, I don't remember taking a knee until we got in high school, maybe. When we got in high school, they kind of did it. I remember one time we did take a knee, and our coach asked us what we were doing.
Yeah.
And we were like freshmen, maybe. And he's like, "What are y'all doing? Get over here." So we all just walked over close to the sidelines and stood there while they were talking and stuff. But
The first AD I worked for 7 years, back starting in 07, the kid started taking a knee when somebody was injured one time, and he said, "Stand up. What are you doing? You're going to get cramped up. You're going to get injured. What? Stand up. You're not the hurt one. Just get out of the way." So, I've kind of
Now you got
adopted
it.
that.
Yeah, okay. See, I didn't even know where it came from. And just sometimes kids take a knee and sometimes they don't. So,
Yeah.
well, now you heard that's our fun fact of the week there. That's a good one. I like that. But yeah, you know, there's been times where you see people, and sometimes I feel like kids get hurt to slow things down.
Mhm.
That's happened a couple of times
Well,
because
A&M got fined for doing it
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago because they did it to slow the game down and get an extra timeout.
I see our kids, you know, we'll start wearing people out, and we're used to it, and they're not.
Mhm.
And they'll, oh, he's hurt, and then he just jumps up after a minute and runs off the field, and we're
Mhm.
like, yeah, that drives me up the wall. Then our kids are all kind of waiting around and trying to
Mhm.
see if he's really hurt, and there's nothing wrong with him, kind of stops the game. We've had that happen to us a couple times this year.
Yeah. We don't want anybody hurt,
Yeah, we don't want anybody hurt.
but it's football. Somebody's going to get banged up.
It's physical, yes, sir. It's a physical game. But yeah, so this week, what do you think about Forsan?
So, like I said, they're going to bring their A game. They've made a quarterback change. They had one, then they moved
Mhm.
9 over there. One still comes in sometimes. They'll throw 25, the big 6'5", 6'6" kid in at tight end. They like to throw to him on a fake punt every now and then, so we got some stuff to cover that up. They like to run, but they throw. I mean, I don't remember their exact breakdown, but they're about half and half. They run a stack defense, also get down in a 4-down look. So, I mean, they're gonna give us everything they got. They got a new coach this year, and he's trying to change their mentality too. And nobody's gonna lay down.
I got a feeling they're gonna try to hit us with freeze after a couple of times last
They'll
night.
do that. They'll do that. They've got some tricks in their special team stuff. If you look at the chat, everybody talks about special team. Like this guy was a special teams coordinator, so they make fun of him because special teams is a phase of the game. So you got to be good in special teams too. So
We got a special teams coordinator. He's pretty good. He focuses on that. Mostly it's time to wear you out, but he's got some stuff up his sleeve. So I like, you know, the way Coach V has changed certain things. The kids really bought into the.
he's done a great
special
job,
teams.
especially with the kickoff.
Yeah.
Like I said it before on here. I've never had a group of kids on kickoff that want to go down and
Yeah.
headhunt like these kids do.
Especially Isaac Vega.
Hmm.
Isaac, if they get the ball and they're around Isaac Vega, he is going to hit you hard.
Yes.
He is a solid kid, and he is going to come down quick. I've never seen anybody be pumped like that. Every time with special teams, everybody knows he's about to get down there.
Yeah. He's forced 4 fumbles this year, and 2 or 3 of them are on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Lewis is there to jump on it.
Yeah, every single time he does a hit, Lewis does a jump.
I haven't got one of them, but it's whoever's right there by him.
Yeah, because he's got to hit them. And usually after they get hit, they try to venture off to the other side. They don't try to run any, or they're looking for him when somebody else hits him. And it's good. You know, there's a lot of things that I noticed on defense, like Graciano. Graciano on offense and defense, that kid works hard.
Mhm.
Everything he does.
And doesn't speak.
No, doesn't say thank you. I mean, you don't have to worry. He doesn't expect you to just praise him.
Yeah.
He just does what he's supposed to. He does his job all the time. He's got a couple of touchdown catches this year. If you watch him, every time he runs hard, he does everything full blast.
And he's fast.
And he's really fast. People don't understand that when they see him until he gets behind you.
Mhm.
Because if he gets past you, you're not going to catch that
Mhm.
kid. That
And
kid
then
is-
people on their side see Tino and they think, well, they got a short guy over
Yeah.
there. Tino works his craft.
yeah,
Like
those two guys will work
he,
it up.
you see it. We go 1-on-1. It's me and
Yeah.
you down there, and he's going to go every single time.
And they want to.
Yeah.
So, you know, you see them, no, I want this person. They call everybody out. They want to go. And I like that. I like the competition during practice because that just shows you they're ready to go.
Mhm.
Like there's a couple times, I guess we're playing Colorado City. Yeah, Colorado City. And they tried to do some double moves in the
Mhm.
offense.
Mhm.
And neither one of them, Graciano or Tino, never fell for it. They just go with it and take off with them.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed because I seen it when I was watching it. And, you know, when you see that double move, you're kind of freeze for a moment. You don't want them to do something, and man, they read it perfect. And they tried it 2 or 3 times and never threw
Those
it.
two, they're the best at keeping their eyes on the hips
Yeah.
and not peeking at all.
And because they're used to doing it to people, because
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
quick. Especially like Graciano's fast. You know, you give him moving. When he gets a straight line, he's fast. Tino's quick.
Mhm.
Like he's back and forth real quick, and he gets to it. And those guys impress me a lot, and that's what I like about those guys. I'm always giving them high five after a game just because of the work they're doing. You know, when we see that, we know what they did. A lot of people don't understand that, and we see that. We're proud of them for doing that. You know, we see them reading and doing stuff because I'll hear y'all say stuff about this. So then on defense, I'm watching them, the things that y'all say, and then do exactly what
Mhm.
y'all say.
Well, especially at that position too. Like you say, if people don't notice what they're doing, all it takes is one 50, 60-yard touchdown pass,
Mhm.
which is gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like happens to the Pro Bowl guys in the NFL. It's going to happen at
Yeah.
some point. And then everybody's like, "Well, he messed that up." Like, do you know how many times they stopped the
Yeah.
kid? Like how many knockdowns they had? How many times they covered him, couldn't even throw it? Like,
yeah.
it's a full game thing you got to look at. It's not just a one play. Yeah, they might score a touchdown here and there. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's complex. Did we get enough pressure on the quarterback? Did we, whatever it may be.
They don't
But-
understand that those people switch out receivers
Mhm.
constantly. They'll find somebody else to put out there, so they try to constantly get fresh legs when our guys are just constantly covering people, which they're in really good shape. So it does, you know, most of the time you look at Tino and Graciano, they never get tired,
Mm.
ever, like never.
And they've done a good job of understanding that they may complete a pass, wash it and go to the next one, and I'm just gonna knock the next one down,
Yeah.
and they keep going to work.
And like Graciano, we watch him on offense a lot. I mean, whatever the play is, he's 100% the whole time. Like I never have to look down there and worry about Graciano at all. I know that he's gonna do his job, and he's smart. You know, we could throw him in anywhere, and he'll know what's going on.
Mhm.
Super smart kid. So I'm real proud of those kids, and you know them doing their job. It's their senior year,
Mhm.
and they're playing like it's their senior year. You know, they're playing all out,
Mhm.
and I'm really proud of what those kids do. I think they do a good job on that.
It's about time for another Leo pick this week too.
It is. I was about to bring that up because Leo hasn't. He didn't have one last game, but he's close.
Mhm.
He's close a couple of times.
There's been 2 games that we
Yeah.
haven't had one, after having 5
Yes.
against Big Lake.
I think
So it's-
people have noticed
Yeah.
that if you throw, and Leo is so strong, it's insane. So we do blocking drills, we do drills over there with the receivers, and watching Leo manhandle people, and he's quiet, happy-go-lucky guy.
Mhm.
Just watching how he places his hands and just pushing people, I was really impressed with him. I was talking about it to Coach Garza last week about how he's so strong. Like
He's another one that's worked it. Like he's got to where he wants to get down in the face and press.
Yes.
Nobody else really has taken that leap to get right in their face and press them, which is do what you're comfortable doing. That's
Yeah.
fine. But he said, "Coach, I'm gonna start trying to press. Like, go for it, buddy." And
Yeah.
he does.
Because he's also 6'3",
Yeah.
and most of the time he's going to out-jump everybody for
Yeah.
the ball. He
Yeah.
is a big kid.
I
And
just
he
hope
can
he's not
run.
tired from wrapping my house last night. Him and a few other ones.
Last night people were wrapping houses. I seen it in the pictures, in the text message. Thank God I don't live in town. I'm surprised Mason didn't just go out there and wrap our trees for no reason. He is wearing me out.
It's everywhere this morning.
Well, everybody come out to Forsan. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Ozona National Bank. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. We're the broadcast. So when y'all see those people, tell them thank you. They're the ones that help us get the broadcast going and doing the Lions Den. So everybody give them, when you see somebody, try to think of people that work there, go by, give them a handshake, tell them thank you for sponsoring everything for us. But everybody head out to Forsan tonight. Come watch us play. See if we can win us a district championship this year, which sure highly likely we're going to. So everybody come out, support the kids, and we will see y'all next week.